Welcome to the National Putting Tour. We hope you enjoy this presentation of the 2024 National Putting Tour Orlando PopStroke Putting Classic.
Rolling on the NPT. Rolling. 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 Rolling on the National Putting Tour. Rolling.
One of the toughest makes out there. You gotta roll it up the hill to the left and basically just pray and hope it goes in. And here's Rainy Stadium, hole 18. This, I believe, is actually his third hole. Remember, we are doing a shotgun start. What a great putt for Rainy there on 18, and he'll tap in for par. Here's Sean Tate again, hole number 2. You just have to roll it in that little rough area on the left. Just barely roll it in, 3-4 inches in, and it rolls right out and hopefully rolls in. Nice putt for Sean. Sean is playing with Brock Gillespie today. Here's Carrie Olch. She's got this on a nice line. This is hole 3, one of the toughest makes out there. Here's Sean Tate, hole number 4, tap in for par. And now John O'Mara. You might remember John from the Major Series of putting. He did very well in that series years ago. Here's Sean Tate, hole number 5. Now you can see on hole 7 how you have to start it off left, roll it off that little lip, and then it rolls back to the hole. A very tough hole. Here's Brock Gillespie, hole 4. You might notice Brock has a different putter. Unfortunately, Brock made it to Orlando and his putter did not. The airline for some reason held his bag, so he's playing with a putter that Rob DeLoche bought for him, which was really nice of Robert to do that. And now we're looking at hole 7. Here's Joseph Broughton. Joseph made the drive in from the Atlanta area.
Nice putt.
And nice make there. And here's Gary Hester. And there's Timothy Jones's group. It's Mr. Doucette and Mr. Hebert with him. Here's Sean Tate, hole number 6. And oh yes. Here's Rainy Stadium, hole number 4, going in front side. Nice. Rainy Stadium. That requires such amazing touch. Nice putt by Rainy there. And here's Brandon Rutledge. Oh, nothing but the bottom of the cup for Brandon. And the team of Brandon Rutledge and Carrie Olch are playing really well. Let's talk to them.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Speed down and get everything dialed in.
All right.
I follow Brock Gillespie's line.
I'm making all pars, so I don't know if you're following me, but hey, good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Now we got Tim Talley, hole 3. Choosing to go that far back right line off the hill. And oh yes, he's found a way to make it. Very few players can make this putt. Tim Talley made it look easy right there. Here's Monica Miller, hole 16. Monica going the back door here. Just misses. Monica was very nice to help us out with some of the video footage today. We thank her for that. Here's Pete Lyon, hole number 4, going back door. God, that usually trickles over. Pete is an expert at this course. This is his home track. Playing really well so far.
There you go, Mr. Lyon.
And there's our first leaderboard, and Pete Lyon at 2 under there. Adam Shanks leading the way at -4. And there's Mrs. Deloche there.
Nice
And there's
putt, Brandon.
Francis Levine Croteau. Very popular putter from Quebec. Here's Brandon Rutledge with a tap in. Oh, tough miss for him there.
Nice
And now
putt,
here's
Eric.
Eric Poon. Eric flew from Hong Kong to the event today. The National Putting Tour reaches all countries. And a very nice putt there for Tony Stanley. And you can watch how treacherous this hole is right off the back. Now here's Carrie Olch, hole number 15. She just didn't hit it. Felt like 15 was one of the tougher holes on the course. A lot of different ways to skin the cat in that hole. It seemed like everybody had a different route. And here's Paula Gay, one of the favorites in the amateur division. Nice par for her. Rainy Statham, hole 18. A beautiful putt. It's so much harder than it looks. And now Gary Hester. Gary was PuttingChannel.com's runner-up and Player of the Year in 2023. He was runner-up to Chris Johnson, which not too many people beating that guy in anything when it comes to putting. There's Pete Lyon. What a putt. Pete going down that left-hand side on hole 17. And now Jacob Fair, same path. Now it's okay to run this long. You'll see this slope bring it back. Very unique hole design on hole 17. It plays very difficult. You can see Tony Stanley just having a layup left here. And here's Rob Morris. Rob has become the National Putting Tour consigliere these days. He's one of the big reasons why we're even doing tournaments at PopStroke, so we definitely thank Rob Morris for that. And a nice putt for him. He'll tap in for par. Hole 16, that's a beautiful putt there. Nice putt by Tony Varnador. Here's Gary Hester starting to heat up. Watch out. And we got an updated leaderboard. There's Adam Shanks at -8. Adam is running away with this thing already. Greg Newport at -7. Tim Talley at -5. Randy Reeves at -5 right now. Deloche, Lyon, Gibraltar, and Statham all at -4. So it's the who's who of competitive putting here at the top, and we got Robert Deloche here on 17 with a nice tap-in par. A lot of players are playing this left-hand line because the green isn't running that quick. Nice putt for this gentleman here. And now Greg Newport, hole 16. We got an updated leaderboard here. Greg's now 3 back at -9. Seems like Newport's always in the hunt in these PopStroke tournaments. This guy loves this surface.
Nice.
And now Sean Tate again on hole 2. He owns this hole today. Definitely carrying the team of Brock Gillespie and Sean Tate. Brock at even par right now. And here's Chuck Palm. Nice putt on hole 3. And now Randy Reeves, 16. Randy taking it up that right-hand side and off that little hill, and oh yes. And now Lee Messenger, one of the best putters in Texas, dominates the Southwest Putting Tour. Always does well in these PopStroke events as well, and Lee will tap in for his par. And now here's Gary McNeely. Many of you might remember him from the Major Series of Putting. He was Phoenix's champion in 2019. He's back playing on the team of Adam Shanks and Gary McNeely, and they are in first place right now. Now let's go to Tim Talley, hole 15. But Tim choosing to hit the right rough, the left rough, and then the hole instead of going back door. I saw some of the players going that route with it. And now Gary McNeely, hole number 1. What a smooth putting stroke he has. He's taking the same line that Adam Shanks takes up that hill. That seems to be the best way to go on this hole. There's Tim Talley tapping in for par on 15. Now we got Jeremy Anabinit. Jeremy has played on the USA mini golf team in the past. He's one of the top putters. His good buddies are Tim Talley, Rainey Statham, and Gary Hester, so you got to be a good putter to hang out with those guys, I would assume. Now here's Sean Tate, hole number 3.
Come on, Wheel.
So tough to make this hole. He had it on the right line, but it just didn't get there. But what a putt by Sean Tate. Sean currently in 8th place in the singles division, having a very good outing today. And now Gary McNeely, hole number 5. A nice 2-putt there. And now Tim Talley. Hole number 5, one of the tougher makes in the course. It just never seems to roll consistent at the top of the hill. Now here's Jeremy Anabinit. You can see he left the face open just a little bit there, and he's left that one out to the right. Now here's a squeaky bagel, Gary Schiff. Very well known in the putting world. He's had a lot of wins in his career. That's a pretty decent putt for Gary. Now we got Brock Gillespie, hole 8. He's going up that left-hand side, trying to let it trickle in.
Oh,
oftentimes it breaks left at the end, and and he'll take that one.
Oh, yeah, nice make.
And I left this clip in here because of the car screeching and the make. It was just kind of a unique clip. And here's Mrs. Shanks. This is Adam's wife here. Her name is Joyce, and she is one heck of a putter. And now we got John O'Mara. John doesn't have a lot of experience on these PopStroke courses. He's still putting pretty well. And now Brock Gillespie through the sand trap on 13. This looks good. Just not enough. Here's Francis Levine Croteau again. Hole 14. He's going up that right-hand side. Let's look at a little video he put together that includes some clips that he took, as well as some of the Instagram live clips that we did that day.
One of Quebec's finest, Francis Levine Croteau. Francis Levine Croteau. His putt breaks a little bit left to right. He's got to put it about 2 or 3 inches outside left edge. This looks good, folks. This looks good.
Yeah. Oh, what a putt for Francis Levine Croteau. Live on Instagram with a miracle par. What a par from Quebec.
Thank you.
Instagram Live is loving it. The comments are coming in.
He's saying he's got this on a beautiful line.
Good.
He's got this on a great line. Great line.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Francis Levine Croteau, one of Quebec's finest putters. Francis, what do you think about the course right now? It's playing a little slow because of the rain, right? Are you adapting? What's going on?
Yes, in the first round, I have many bogeys because it's very slow. But in second round, in under par, and I'm good.
So I hope you enjoyed that video from Francis Levine Croteau. We are now going to the final round, round 3 of this tournament. Things are heating up here. And there's Gary Hester, hole 1, just misses. And there's an updated leaderboard through 36 holes, and Adam Shanks is at minus 14. Here's Adam playing his first hole of round 3. He is putting the lights out. He goes way up that hill on the left. Oh, and just misses. think that might have even rolled over the hole. Pete Lyon really doing well right now at -11. Gary Hester at -10. Rainey Statham and Greg Newport tied for 4th at -9. Here's Gary Hester, hole 3. He just hates that one. He just knows he didn't hit it. And here's Eric Poon from Hong Kong. Huge fan of the National Putting Tour. Wants to try to bring the National Putting Tour to Asia.
Nice putt, Eric.
And a great par putt for him.
From Asia. Eric in the house. Hong Kong's finest. The world's best out here.
And we go back to the action here.
Nice putt.
Nice putt from the group of Chad Litwack and Ryan Peterson. Here's Francis Levine Croteau again, hole number 3. He's going a little bit of a different line. He's going off that first little area on the right. A lot of people were going that route. Here's Rob Morris, hole 8. Rob takes a very unique line on this one. Tries to bounce it back and forth off the 2 rough edges. And just didn't quite get that one there. And here's Paula Gay. She's in the lead right now in the amateur flight. Looks like she's going backdoor on 16, and oh yes. I think more players should realize that line.
One of the South's
Beautiful,
finest female putters.
beautiful birdie by Paula there. And now we got Robert DeLoche, hole number 8. Robert taking a little bit more of a conventional path, but he just didn't hit it. He knows it. This will trickle all the way down to within a couple feet. Here's Pete Lyon. Pete at 12 under. Trying to chase down Adam Shanks. And Pete is just laser focused right now. I got a new nickname for him. I'm calling him the Terminator. Here's Adam Shanks. Just misses on hole 6. And now we got Jacob Fair. He's playing with Pete Lyon. They're currently in 3rd place in the team.
Spot Jacob.
Jacob, a really nice putter. And now we got the legend Chris Johnson. Chris, not having his best day today.
Nice ace, Mr. Messenger. Well done, buddy.
And here's Lee Messenger. Lee just had a nice birdie there on 7. And here's Randy Reeves. Randy currently at 8 under, having a nice tournament. And now Gary Hester. Now Gary is going through the sand trap. Don't see very many players going that way. I know last year when the PopStroke Tour Series was here, a lot of guys were going through that trap, and Guillaume boarded up the sand traps because it was such a great line. And there's Lee Messenger, hole number 8. Here's Jacob Fair. He's got this on a nice line. Trickle in ball. Oh, yes. And now Pete Lyon, hole number 9. And we got Randy Reeves, hole number 9. Nice make by Randy there. And Randy climbs up to 10 under now. Here's Tony Stanley. Tough miss there. See, he just kind of pulled it a little bit at the end. Now we got John Powell, hole number 17. And John finds a very popular spot there in the sand trap. For some reason, that go right line up the hill just wasn't working like it always did. And the better path was to go left, and look at how great this putt was. It should have went in for John. And you can see this far right line once again. It just, for some reason, just wasn't, the rough wasn't catching the ball, and it wasn't shooting it far enough left. You can see another tough putt out of the sand trap there. And Daniel Tatum here will tap him for a bogey. And this one a little short. Here's Chuck Palm. Not electing to go through the rough there on the right-hand side, just using the natural contours of the green. I think a lot of the players have graduated to that on this hole. And Chuck's got this for par. This breaks a touch right to left. Nice putt. And now Rady Statham, hole 10. Most of the guys are going pretty far right off that rough. I think that was the right line, but he just didn't hit it. This one just doesn't get there. And hole 11 is wreaking havoc on everyone here. Here's Chris Johnson. Even the best in the world misses a 3-footer once in a while, I guess. I know Chris will be back. He's not going anywhere. But tough bogey for him there on 11. And here's Lee Messenger, hole 11. He's got this on an amazing line. Watch out, lead time. And now Randy Reeves. Randy electing not to go in the rough as well on the right-hand side there initially, and he plays this pretty nice. I think most players will be pretty happy with that. Now he's got this for par, and watch out. If you baby that thing, it can dive left. And now we got Greg Newport, hole 14. Oh, yes. Nice putt for Greg, and now Gary McNeely, hole number 11. Gary playing this a little bit more conservative out to the right. He'll take that one. There's a nice tap-in par for this gentleman. And here's Gary Hester, hole number 12. He's got this on a nice line. Oh, yes. Gary Hester climbing up that leaderboard. Now we got Rainey Statham, hole number 12. He's got this on a good line. Just misses. He'll tap this in for par. Now we got Adam Shanks. Adam running away with this tournament. He's currently at 16 under. Thought he had that one, but he'll tap this in for par. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We're down to the final 4 or 5 holes. Here's Gary McNeely. This is about exactly where you want to roll it, and oh yes, he is rewarded. Gary McNeely at minus 12. So we got Shanks at 16 under, Pete Lyons still putting well at minus 13, Statham and McNeely at minus 12. The team race is really tight. A nice putt on 11 here. Now we got Pete Lyon. Pete elects to roll it through that rough a little more than a lot of the players. Got a lot of speed on this thing. But what a beauty out of the rough. And just a tap-in par there for Pete. Now let's go to Gary McNeely, hole 13. And this doesn't look like it's going to go in. I don't know how it rolls backwards and in, but a great putt for Gary. And now Adam Shanks. God, just a touch more and that goes right in. So Adam is still dominating at minus 16. Here's Lee Messenger. Okay. Lee getting one back, not having his best day, but still putting good. Here's Pete Lyon. Just burns the edge. And now we got Gary Hester. As you can see, all these guys on 14 are going almost in the exact same spot over there on the right. And you can see Rainey execute this to perfection. Oh yeah, that thing caught every part of the hole. Now watch this putt by Pete Lyon, hole 17, with authority.
Oh, what a putt.
The Terminator. This guy is locked in right now. Pete Lyon at minus 14, currently in second place. And now Jacob Fair, his partner. Well, the players seem to be going up that left-hand side now. And nice putt for Jacob. There's Gary English with a nice par. Now Rainey Statham. And Rainey running out of holes, currently at -13. Now here's Adam Shanks. This thing's got a lot of speed on it, but when you hit the hole dead center, it doesn't matter. Adam Shanks is now at -18. He's got 2 holes to play. Barring some nightmare, he's going to take this thing home. And these holes can produce a nightmare. Let's see if this one gets past the hump. Oh, barely gets by. I'm sure his heart probably skipped a beat on that one a little bit. And he'll tap this in for par. And now Rainey Statham. Now, even though the singles competition is probably over, the team competition is still going strong, and that's going to help Rainey Statham with birdie on 17. What a roll. As they're following that Pete Lyon line.
What a putt.
And currently the team of Gary McNeely and Adam Shanks and Gary Hester and Rainey Statham are currently tied.
There you go, Mr. McNeely.
And there's Gary McNeely wondering who's following him. I'd be wondering who's following me too. And Gary will tap this in for par. Now here's Jeff Gibraltar. Jeff currently at 7 under. Not having his best tournament, but having a good tournament. I think Jeff probably doesn't know this course as well as a lot of the guys here. Jeff lives in Texas, and he's still getting this one down. He didn't play in the PopStroke Tour Series event last year, so he's still learning this course. Watch out for Jeff Gibraltar as time goes on with these PopStroke courses. This guy is one of the best in the world. He won a World Putting Tour event and won the 2023 National Putting Tour title. And there's Gary Hester running along, but the day belonged to Adam Shanks. He's a lock for the singles division, but he's got to make par here to tie for the team title, and they'll go to a playoff. This thing barely stays up. So he's got this putt to push the team event to a playoff. Let's go to Monica Miller for some sideline reporting.
Okay, we got Adam Shanks sizing up his deuce putt to close the round.
There he is, our champion.
There it is. Woohoo! All right, Adam Shanks, well done.
So now let's see the leaderboard, and once again, Adam Shanks takes the title at -18. Pete Lyon and Rainey Statham tie at -14. Gary McNeely finishes 4th at -13. Gary Hester and Tim Talley tied for 5th at -12. And Jacob Fair, Randy Reeves, Chuck Palm, and Sean Tate round off the field. What an amazing competition. Let's go to Adam Shanks.
Adam, once again, you do it. Come a little bit closer with the volume. Once again, you do it, Adam. Adam, tell me what it took to win event number 44, the National Putting Tour Orlando PopStroke Putting Classic. Tell us how you did it.
Man, it was tough. I mean, we've been here for 3 days practicing. You know, the course conditions change every day, every 4 or 5 hours. You know, we got rain last night. We knew the course was going to be really slow this morning, and it was. But then for this third round, the sun came out, the wind started blowing, and I stuck to my same deal out there, and I couldn't get anything going just from the conditions changing.
Yeah.
I was 1 under through 13.
Yeah.
And I knew it was tight at that moment, and I was like, just make a couple coming in, make the last 2 for deuces, and I made 14, 15, 16. and that was huge. And I just, you know, it was so happy to finish this off.
Well, it was absolutely incredible. What a performance once again. I mean, you're really just taming these PopStroke courses. Tell me, you mentioned the weather. Tell me a little bit about the weather. How did you handle that mentally? If you didn't know, we had a rain delay, and it cost us maybe half hour, 45 minutes. You know, how'd that go with the rain delay?
It was, I mean, the rain delay didn't bother me at all because I knew when I came back out that it was still going to be wet from the rain, so it's still going to be slow, which I'd played 2 good rounds already in the slow conditions. I knew I was going to have a good round at least.
Yeah.
And then the sun came out, and then the wind started blowing, and it changed it all up again.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's weird. You just got to adapt to the changes, and you know, I struggled a little early, but I was able to finish strong late, and that was the key.
Well, congratulations. This is the guy. I mean,
this is the guy. I
want
to say thank you to this guy for running this tour, and you know, I know that what happened with the PopStroke tour and everything, but right now it's the National Putting League and
National Putting Tour.
Sorry,
It's all good.
And this is the tour right now, and we want to try to get as many people out here as we can, and keep supporting it. And hopefully the next one will be here soon.
Well, I got to return the thank you to get some of the top guys like you playing in my event. It's a dream come true for me. Once again, National Putting Tour congratulates you. Adam Shanks, our champion.
Yep.
Orlando, baby. Yep. See us at the next PopStroke
also,
event.
I want to say one more thing. I want to thank my wife.
Yes.
This is the first time that she's such a support to me.
Yeah.
To my family's such a huge support, and this is the first time she's ever come to a tournament.
Yeah.
And to be able to pull it off, that was just awesome. Yeah. So I just want to thank my wife and my family, and thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
These guys are out here playing for money. They're playing for their
huge.
family. They're playing for bills.
Yeah.
Like, it matters to people. And thank you for being such a class act. This guy's a class act champion.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
So that was it. What an awesome day. The singles event is over. Now we go to the team playoff for the Titans of Competitive Putting. Adam Shanks is on the tee on hole 2. He's got this on a great line. Oh yes, with authority, Adam Shanks.
Good job, Adam.
Starting it off strong. Here's Gary McNeely, hole 2. Oh, tough to follow that. So Gary Hester and Rainey Statham are already down.
Well done. Well done.
And so one of these guys has to make this to tie on the hole. And just pushes it long. So they're doing a 3-hole aggregate playoff. And so here's Rainey Statham.
His partner. Rainey will need to take this in an ace.
And he knows that he's hit it a little bit too hard. It's a very touchy putt there. But Rainey has had a great day. He's putted very well. And now they go to hole 3, which is a very tough birdie hole. So now we got Rainey Statham, hole 3. And he's just hit that one a little bit too hard. And the day belonged to Adam Shanks and Gary McNeely. This might be the new dynamic duo in competitive putting. Gary hits a great putt here on hole 3 to seal it. And now he knocks down this 1.5 footer for par. So it's a pure formality at this point. Adam Shanks will coast this up there. And what a day for Adam. He wins the singles, and now he's going to win the team event as well. Was able to take home a bunch of money today. And you gotta love the banner between these two guys. They're all friends, they're all good guys, and they're all champions.
All right.
They all made some good money today. Now let's talk to the guys.
What a playoff, guys. Gary Hester and Statham finishing second. Tell me about that playoff, guys. How was that playing against these legends?
I feel like they just gave us a gift. That's what they did.
Well, what do you?
Yeah, they both played great, and we played great, and just glad everybody was able to come out and support this event.
We appreciate it. Rainey and Gary, great showing, guys. Did you have fun out there today?
Oh yeah, great event.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Well, the National Putting Tour congratulates you guys, and well done. All right, that's it, guys. It's a wrap.
So let's take a look at the team leaderboard after 3 rounds. Once again, Gary McNeil and Adam Shanks win the playoff, minus 26. Rainey Statham and Gary Hester right there. Pete Line and Jacob Fair finished third at minus 24. Great showing by Tim Talley and Jeremy Anabinit. Randy Reeves, Lee Messenger at minus 19. Gibraltar and Chris Johnson finished 6th, despite not having their best day. Now let's go to Brock Gillespie and the amateurs.